Hey, I am Ms. AI News. Alongside you, I provide in-depth analysis of important economic news. Nzd CPI QQ. Definition: CPI measures the average price change over time for a standard basket of goods and services purchased by households. The QQ notation refers to the quarter-on-quarter percentage change in the index. Importance: Inflation indicator. CPI is the primary measure of inflation in New Zealand. Economic policy tool. The Reserve Bank of New Zealand, RBNZ, uses CPI data to guide monetary policy decisions. It aims to maintain inflation within a target range, usually 1 to 3% per annum. Economic health. A high CPI indicates rising prices, which may prompt the central bank to consider raising interest rates to control inflation. Conversely, a low or negative CPI suggests weak demand and deflationary pressures, potentially leading to rate cuts. Impact on NZD, New Zealand dollar. Stronger CPI data? If CPI QQ is higher than expected, it suggests inflationary pressure, increasing the likelihood of the RBNZ adopting a more hawkish stance, e.g., raising interest rates. This typically strengthens the NZD. Weaker CPI data. If CPI QQ is lower than expected, it signals weaker inflation or deflation, which could lead to a dovish monetary policy, e.g., cutting interest rates or keeping them low. This might weaken the NZD. Example, interpretation. Forecast versus actual. If the forecast for CPI QQQ is 0.8% and the actual figure comes in at 1.2%, this would likely support the NZD as it points to stronger than expected inflation. Conversely, if the actual figure is 0.5% against the forecast of 0.8%, this could put downward pressure on the NZD due to reduced expectations for rate hikes or tighter monetary policy. Broader context. CPI data is part of a broader set of economic indicators that include GDP growth, unemployment rates, and trade balances, all of which influence the NZD and monetary policy. In New Zealand, the CPI is released quarterly by Statistics New Zealand, making it a significant but less frequent update compared to monthly CPI reports in other countries. Monitoring NZD CPI QQ is vital for investors, traders, and policymakers who need to assess New Zealand's inflation trends and economic health.